Hi everyone, myself Dasis. Today I am here with a new topic, that is Lewis structure. This is also known as electron dot structure of any chemical compound. So this Lewis, he has developed this structure around 1916. During a chemical reaction, only that valence electron it participate for the bond formation. Okay, whenever a bond form between atoms, so a compound is formed and that compound have some electronic configuration. In a compound there is exist one central atom and other surrounding atoms, that is also known as terminal atoms. So what is the electronic structure of any compound is developed by Lewis, and we will know here how to draw the Lewis structure or electron dot structure of the any chemical compound. So this is the electronic dot structure of the PO4 3 minus, and this is the electronic dot structure of SF. I will discuss about here how to draw these structures. Okay, these are the electronic structure or electron dot structure or Lewis structure. Okay, so now this is the first rule. So remember, first what we have to do, we have to calculate the total valence electron of given compound. Okay, this is the first rule. So next is the choosing the central atom. So there are certain criteria, you have to choose which one will be the central atom. Okay, so first basically you have to remember central atom should be least electronegative. Okay, in PO4 3 minus, here P phosphorus and oxygen are there, two atoms are there. Okay, two different atoms are there. So between phosphorus and oxygen, which one will be the central atom? That is the least electronegative element among the different atoms, that will be chosen as the central atom. So here phosphorus and oxygen is more electronegative than the phosphorus. So phosphorus is less electronegative. Therefore, we will choose phosphorus as central atom. Okay, the central atoms must be large in size. Okay, any compound, it consists of one central atom and around it there are other atoms are there. These atoms are known as terminal atoms. Okay, these are terminal atoms and this is the central atom. So central atom must be larger in size. If it will small size, if we have a central atom that is small size and terminal atoms are larger in size, so what happen? The electron environment around the terminal atoms will repel each other. Okay, the repulsion will occur if central atom will be smaller in size. If central atom will larger in size, so it will accommodate smaller terminal atom. If it is smaller in size, it cannot accommodate larger terminal atom because there will be some electronic repulsion will there. Therefore, central atom must be larger in size. So here phosphorus and oxygen, phosphorus is more the larger size than the oxygen. Okay. And third most important point is that central atom can form higher covalency. So we will choose a central atom that it can form higher covalency. These are the three main criteria for choosing the central atom. Okay, so remember these three one whenever we are choosing the central atom. And fourth one is that central atom contain more number of electrons. If it contain more number of electrons, so it can share its electron so that it can form a maximum covalency. Okay, so it should contain more number of electrons. Okay, so these are the 4 criteria for choosing the central atom. We have choose the central atom and terminal atoms. So we have to arrange the terminal atoms around the central atom. So how will you arrange that? Okay, so third one is the make single bond with all terminal atom. So after we choose the central atom, we will make single bond with all the terminal atoms present over there. Okay, likewise fourth rule. Third one is the central atom make single bond with the terminal atom. All the terminal atoms present there over there. Okay, and fourth one is the after central atom form single bond with the terminal atom, what we have to do? We have to fill the electron around the terminal atom so that all the terminal atoms will get octet electronic configuration. Okay, so fourth one will be the fill the electron to terminal atom so that all terminal atom will get octet configuration. Fill the electron to terminal atoms so that all terminal atoms get octet configuration. After filling the electron around the terminal atom, we will go for the next step, that is we will fill the electron around the central atom. So how many electron we will fill around central atom? That is the electron left after forming say single bond with the terminal atom. तो सेंट्रल एटम सिंगल बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन करने के बाद टर्मिनल एटम के साथ जितना इलेक्ट्रॉन बच जाता है उतना इलेक्ट्रॉन हम फिलअप करेंगे सेंट्रल एटम के पास. ओके, सो दिस वन इज द फिफ्थ रूल, दैट इज फिल द इलेक्ट्रॉन अराउंड द सेंट्रल एटम, दैट इज नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन left around the central atom after forming single bond with terminal atom. So next step is that calculate the total electron in that structure formed after the arranging electron around the central atom. Okay, so what is the total electron? Total electron is the bonding electron plus non-bonding electron in that structure. Okay, and compare this total electron with the total valence electron we have calculated in first. Okay, in first rule, that is calculate the total valence electron. So we will compare this total electron with that total valence electron. Okay, so we will compare the total electron with the initial total valence electron, that is we have calculated in first step. Okay, so now if that total electron is exceeding the total valence electron, that means if we will get the total valence electron, that is 24, and we will calculate the total electron in this structure after arranging the electron around the central atom and the terminal atom, that is 25. That means it is exceeding 1 electron is exceeding. Okay, if we will compare the, this is the total valence electron and this is the total electron in that structure. Okay, so if it is exceeding, that is 24, the total valence electron 24, it was 24, but after we have arranged the electron around the central atom and terminal atom, we will get 25, that is total electron in that structure. Okay, so if it is exceeding, this is exceeding by 1 electron. So we will add one bond if it is exceeding 1 electron. If it is exceeding 2 electron, we will add 2 bond between the central atom and terminal atom. We will add this bond between the central atom and terminal atom in such a way that all the atoms, that is terminal atom and central atom, will satisfy the octet electronic configuration. Okay. And after arranging and after adding this bond, then we will go for the calculate the total electron. That is, if it is exceeding electron from total valence electron, we will follow this rule. That is, if it is exceeding 1 electron, we will add one bond between the central atom and terminal atom. If it is exceeding 2 electron, we will add 2 bond between the central atom and terminal atom, and if it is exceeding 3 electron, we will add 3 bond between the central atom and terminal atom, and we will add this bond in such a way that all the atoms, that is central atom and terminal atom, will get octet electronic configuration. Okay. So we will add bond according to the exceeding electron, like this one, for 1 electron 1 bond and 2 electron 2 bond, in such a way that all the atoms, that is central atom and terminal atom, will satisfy the octet electronic configuration. Okay. There are some atoms which does not satisfy the octet electronic configuration. Okay, that is some deficient of the octet electronic configuration, or some exceed more than the electronic configuration. In last, I will tell about the some exception is there about this structure. For odd electron species, that is mainly for nitric NO and NO2, so that does not satisfy the octet electronic configuration, that is nitrogen does not satisfy the octet electronic configuration. So this is the exception. All the other compound you can follow this rule. This is the easy trick for any compound. You have to draw this Lewis structure. Okay. For drawing the Lewis structure, this is the easy formula, and you have to go for all these 6 procedure to draw the structure, that is Lewis structure, or this is known as the electronic dot structure. Now I will draw the Lewis structure of various compounds like PO4 3 minus, SF6, XCO4, CO3 2 minus. Now we will discuss here. Okay. Now we will go one by one. That is, first one is PO4 3 minus. Okay. So first step is that calculate the total valence electron. So first step is that calculate the total valence electron. So total valence electron of the PO4 3 minus, that is Tv is equal to P have 5 electron plus oxygen have 6 electron valence electron into 4 atom is there plus 3 electron extra 3 electron are there. So calculate 5 plus 24 plus 3, that is equal to 32. Okay. Okay, this is the first step. Next, second step. Second step is that choose the central atom. Here phosphorus and oxygen. Phosphorus is less electronegative and larger size than the oxygen. So we will choose phosphorus as the central atom. Okay. P as central atom. Okay. Next step is that we will draw the single bond between the central atom and terminal atom. So how many oxygen are there? 4 oxygen are there. So we will draw 4 single bond with the oxygen. Phosphorus with oxygen will make 4 single bond. Okay. Now next step is that fill the electron around the terminal atom so that it will get octet electronic configuration. So here 2 electron is there. So how many electron need for this octet electron? That is 6. So we will fill 6 electron here. Like this we will fill 6 electron, here 2 electron, another 6 electron it need, here 2 electron, another 6 electron it need. Okay, so now fourth rule, phosphorus have how many valence electron? That is 5. Okay, so how many electron is bonded here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 electron are already bond with the oxygen. So how many electron left? That is 1 electron is left. So we will fill the electron here. Okay, so phosphorus, how the electron that is left after the forming the bond will fill around the phosphorus. Okay, now we will calculate the total electron, that is bonded electron and non-bonded electron. Okay, so oxygen have 2, 4, 6. Okay, so 4 oxygen have 6 into 4 plus phosphorus have 1 electron plus how many bonding electron? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is equal to 24 plus 8 plus 1. That is 33. Next step is that compare this total electron with the total valence electron. So here total valence electron is 32. So we will get the total electron after drawing this structure, that is 33. That is exceeding 1. Difference is 33 minus 32, that is 1. Whatever value will get the difference between total electron and total valence electron, that is we will add that much bond between the central atom and between the central atom and terminal atom. So here 33 minus 32, that is 1. So we will add one bond between the central atom and any of the terminal atom. So we will draw the structure of, so we will draw the new structure, that is here we will add one bond between the phosphorus and oxygen, so it will make double bond. Okay, and oxygen have maximum 2 bond. Okay, now we will arrange the electron so that all the atoms, that is terminal atom, 4 oxygen and phosphorus will get octet electronic configuration. So here oxygen have 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons, so it need another 4 electron for octet configuration. Here 2 electron is there already, so it will need 6 electron, like this. Now we will calculate the total electron. So here oxygen have 6 electron, here 6 electron, here 6 electron, so total is 6 into 3, that is 18. Okay, plus this oxygen have 1, 2, 3, 4, that is 4 non-bonded electron. Okay, plus now we will calculate the number of electrons in bonding electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is equal to 32. Sorry. So 18 plus 4 plus 10, that is equal to 32. Now this 32 is equal to the total valence electron we have calculated, that is 32. So this is matching with the total valence electron, and when it will match with the total valence electron, so whatever structure we will get, that will be the final structure. Okay, now we will go for the formal charge calculation. In previous video I have discussed about how to calculate the formal charge. So for this oxygen, it contains formal charge. The formal charge is equal to total valence electron of the oxygen, that is 6 minus number of non-bonded electron. Non-bonded electron is 6, 2, 2 plus 2, that is 6 minus half of bonded electron. Bonded electron is 2, so half into 2, that is equal to minus 1. So this oxygen contain minus 1 charge. Like this oxygen also contain minus 1 and this oxygen contain minus 1. If you will add all the formal charge of this oxygen, and this oxygen contain 0 formal charge, and if you will add all the formal charge, so we will get the total charge of this compound. Okay, so total charge of this compound is 3 minus. Okay, now we will go for CO3 2 minus, that is carbonate anion. So for carbonate anion, like this we have to follow all this the rule. So first step is that calculate the total valence electron. So total carbon has 4 valence electron plus oxygen have 6. So 6 into 3 plus 2 electron extra electron is there. Okay, that is equal to 24 valence electron. Next step is that choose the central atom. Oxygen is more electronegative than the carbon, so therefore we will choose carbon as the central atom because this is the least electronegative and carbon has the more carbon has the larger size than the oxygen. So we will choose carbon as the central atom. Next step is that we will draw the single bond between the central atom, that is carbon, and terminal atom, that is oxygen. So here 3 oxygen are there, so we will make 3 bond with the oxygen. Okay, now next step is that fill the electron around the terminal atom so that all the terminal atom will get octet electronic configuration. So here already 1 bond is there, so 2 electron, so another 6 electron need. Like this 1 bond, so 2 electron, so another 6 electron it need. Like this also need 6 electron. Okay, now carbon have 4 valence electron, so already 3 bond with the oxygen. Now how much electron is left around the carbon? That is 1, so we will fill the electron here. Okay, the number of electron that is left after the forming bond with the terminal atom we will add here. Okay, now we will calculate the total electron in this compound. Okay, so here oxygen have 2 plus 2 plus 6. Okay, 6 non-bonded electron into how many oxygen are there? 3 oxygen are there, plus carbon have 1 non-bonded electron, that is plus 1, plus how many electron are there in bonding? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 electron are there in bonding, that is equal to 25. Next, we will compare this total electron with the total valence electron, that is total electron is 25. Okay, this is 25 and total valence electron is 24. So we will subtract this value 25 minus 24, that is total electron minus total valence electron, that is 1. We get 1 here, so we will add 1 bond between the central atom and terminal atom. So whatever value we will get, we will add that much bond between the central atom and terminal atom. So we will make 1 extra bond. So make the new structure. Carbon have 1 extra bond with this oxygen and this oxygen has remain as it is. Okay, now fill the electron around the central atom and terminal atom so that all the atoms will satisfy the octet electronic configuration. So this oxygen contain double bond. Double bond means 4 electron. So 4 electron, so it need another 4 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4 for octet configuration. So total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now here this carbon and oxygen contain 2 electron, that is 1 bond 2 electron, so it need another 6 electron. Now this is also need 6 electron. Now you calculate the total electron, that is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 non-bonded electron plus how many bonded electron? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, that is equal to 24. Now this 24 is equal to the total valence electron what we got, that is 24. Okay, so this is the final structure of, or this is the final Lewis structure of CO3 2 minus, and you will add 2 minus here. Okay, likewise if you calculate the formal charge of this oxygen, you will get -1. This is also get -1, you will get 0, this is you will get 0. Okay, so if you will add all the formal charge, that is -1, -1, 0, 0, that is total is -2. So here we are getting the total charge of this compound is -2. So first step is that calculate the total valence electron. So total valence electron, that is phosphorus of 5 plus chlorine have 7, that is 5 chlorine atoms, so 7 into 5. 5 plus 35, that is equal to 40. Next step is that between phosphorus and chlorine is more electronegative than the phosphorus. Therefore, we will choose phosphorus as the central atom like this. Phosphorus also larger size than the chlorine, so we will choose phosphorus as the central atom. Okay, now we will make single bond with all the terminal atom. That is, how many terminal atom is there? 5. So we will make 5 bond like this, 5 single bond between the phosphorus and chlorine. Now we will fill the terminal atom with the octet electron configuration. That is, here 1 bond means 2 electron, so it need another 6 electron. Like this, all the chlorine it need 6 electron for the octet configuration. Okay, and phosphorus have 5 valence electron, and 5 valence electron is bonded with all the 5 chlorine atom. So therefore, phosphorus does not contain any lone pair or any non-bonded electron. Okay, so now next step is that calculate the total electron. So total electron is bonded electron plus non-bonded electron. So non-bonded electron over the chlorine here is, that is 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 6. 6 into total how many chlorine are there? 5 plus plus bonded electron. Bonded electron is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is equal to 30 plus 10 is equal to 40. So this total valence electron is equal to the total. So this total electron, that is 40, is equal to the total valence electron is 40. So when you will get the total valence electron, that is equal to total electron, that will be the final structure. So this structure is the final Lewis structure of PCl5. Okay. Now we will go for next one, that is NO2 minus. So first step is calculate the total valence electron, that is equal to nitrogen have 5 plus oxygen have 6 into number of atom is 2 plus 1 extra electron. We will add here. So 5 plus 12 plus 1, that is equal to 18. Okay. Now we will choose the central atom, that is nitrogen and oxygen. Oxygen is more electronegative than the nitrogen, so nitrogen is the least electronegative, so we will choose nitrogen as the central atom, and this is also larger size than the oxygen. Now next step is that make single bond with each terminal atom. The central atom makes single bond with the terminal atom. So terminal atom oxygen, that is 2 here, so we will make 2 single bond. Okay. Now next step is that fill all the terminal atom with octet configuration. That is, here 1 bond is there, so it need another 6 electron. That is 1 bond contains 2 electron, so 8 minus 2, that is 6. So it needs 6 electron for the octet configuration. That is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 8. So likewise, this oxygen also needs 6. Now nitrogen have how many valence electron? That is 5. So this 2 is bonded with the oxygen. Now how many electron are left? That is 3. So we will fill this nitrogen with 3 electron. Okay. Now we will calculate the total electron. So nitrogen, this oxygen have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-bonded electron. This oxygen also 6 non-bonded electron. So 6 plus 6, that is 12, and here 3 non-bonded electron, that is 15, plus how many bonded electron? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. So total is 19. Okay. So total electron, that is 19, and total valence electron, that is 18. So 19 minus 18 will get 1. Therefore, we will add 1 bond between the central atom, that is nitrogen, and oxygen. Any of the oxygen will add 1 bond, 1 extra bond, that is between the nitrogen and oxygen. So we will get the new structure like this. Here we will add 1 bond. Okay. Now we will fill the octet. Here 2 bond means 4 electron. So it need another 4 electron for the octet configuration. Here 1 bond means 2 electron, therefore it need another 6 electron. Now, and this nitrogen contain 2 bond, that is 4 electron, and here 1 bond, that is 2 electron. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 electron is there. So we will add 2 electron for the octet configuration. Okay, so now we will calculate the total electron. So total electron is here, that is 2 plus 2 plus 3, 6. Here 6 electron is there. Here 1 2 3 4, 4 electron, 6 plus 4 10, plus here 2, that is 12. Okay, so 12 non-bonded electron plus bonded electron is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so 6 bonded electron, so total is 18. So this total electron is equal to the total valence electron. So now this structure, so this structure is the Lewis structure. So this structure is the final Lewis structure of the this compound NO2 minus. So we will add minus here. Okay, and if you will calculate the formal charge of this oxygen, you will get -1, and this oxygen will get 0, and this nitrogen will get 0. Okay, now if you will add all the formal charge, that is -1 0 0, you will get that is -1. So -1 is the total charge of this compound. Now we will go for this compound, that is xenon, O2 and F2. So first calculate the total valence electron, that is equal to xenon have 8 plus oxygen have 6 into 2 plus fluorine have 7 into 2, that is equal to 34. Next we will choose the central atom. So central atom is xenon here, that is this is the bigger size, larger size and least electronegative among the oxygen and fluorine. So we will choose xenon as the central atom. Now next step is the make single bond with all the terminal atoms. So terminal atom is 2 oxygen here and 2 fluorine here. Now we will fill the electron around the terminal atom, so that all the terminal atom will get octet electron configuration. Now xenon have how many valence electron? 8 valence electron. Okay, so how many single bond are there? 4 single bond. 4 single bond means 4 electron are involved. So how many electron are left? 1 2 3 4. So we will add 4 electron around the xenon. Okay, now we will calculate the total electron. So total electron, here oxygen contains 6, fluorine contains 6, oxygen contains 6, fluorine contains 6. 6 non-bonded electron around the this oxygen, this fluorine, this oxygen and this fluorine. So total is 6 into 4 plus xenon has 1 2 3 4. How many bonded electron? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So that is equal to, so this is equal to 36. Now we will compare this total electron with the total valence electron. So total valence electron is 34, but total electron is 36. So we will subtract total electron, that is 36 minus 34, that is we will get 2. So whatever value we will get, we will add that much bond. Here between xenon and fluorine, double bond is not possible because fluorine have valency -1. Okay, so fluorine have valency, that is -1. This will form only single bond, so it cannot form double bond. So only atom that will form the double bond, that is oxygen. So and how many bond we will add? That is 2 bond. So there are 2 oxygen, so we will add 1 bond here and 1 bond here. So we will make structure like this. Now we will fill the electron around the central atom and terminal atom to get octet electronic configuration. Okay, so all the terminal atom is now octet satisfied, but xenon here have 4 electron, but 1 electron is bonded with the oxygen and this 1 electron is bonded with the this oxygen. So how many electron are left? That is here this electron, one electron, this is the another electron. So 2 electrons are left around the xenon. Now we will calculate the total electron. That is equal to fluorine have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 non-bonded electron. This fluorine also 6 non-bonded electron. So 6 plus 6, that is 12, plus this oxygen have 2 plus 2, 4. And this is also 2 plus 2, that is 4. So total is 8, plus this xenon have 2 non-bonded electron, plus how many bonded electron? 2, here 4, here 2, here 4. 10 plus 2, that is 12. So here 12 non-bonded electron, so here this is 12 bonded electron, that is equal to 34. Now this total electron is equal to the total valency electron. So this is the final electron dot structure or Lewis structure of the given compound, that is XeO2F2. Okay, so please friends, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and also share and also like. So whatever the topic you need, just comment on the comment box, and never forget to press the bell icon. Okay, thank you.